Hello again, everyone. I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban-Blake. Welcome to Two on the Aisle.
And if you like the reviews that we do, and even if you don't, please subscribe to this station.
We need you.
Today we are going to review Art. This play was written by Yasmina Reza and translated by Christopher Hampton. Three friends, played by Bobby Cannavale, James Corden, and Neil Patrick Harris. Harris's character has just paid $300,000 for this painting that is white with white stripes. Sondheim would have loved it, a blank page or canvas. Cannavale's character cannot believe that he is so enamored by this. And this morphs into a commentary on art, but also the state of their friendship. Corden
and if I may, a study of class, because the third guy, played by James Corden, is not on the same level as these two guys. They're professionals. One's a doctor, one's an engineer. He's a guy who works in a stationery store, and they've been friends since childhood. But he's that doofus that hangs around the two successful guys in a lot of different shows.
Something like that. The resentment piles on, especially when he's going into one of his rants, which he does several times during the evening. He has this long rant about invitations for his upcoming wedding and the problems he's having with them. And it's not really, and you know what? He would be a very good Lucky in Waiting for Godot.
Perhaps that's true. But he's not really ranting about invitations. He's ranting about their friendship and how difficult it is to not be on their level. And, the problems he has versus the problems they have.
The problem that he has is that he's going for, it seems like, at least 5 minutes at full throttle. And while I admire his technique and his energy, I wasn't getting anything from it emotionally, neither comically or tragically. And then Bobby Cannavale just blinks, raises an eyebrow, says a line, and there's more to that than Corden's entire rant.
James Corden, on the other hand, is doing what we've seen James Corden do a lot of. He did it in One Man, Two Governors, and he did it again in Gavin and Stacey on BBC, and he did it on his own show. He sweats a lot to get what he's going for. He overdoes it, and the other guys sort of go underneath that, and they carry it away. So it's a very interesting dynamic. Very well staged by Scott Ellis.
What I loved about Scott Ellis's direction is that he has them firing on all 8 cylinders throughout. There is an enormous energy in this play that I do not remember in the original production. And the original production had a pretty impressive cast. That was Alan Alda, Alfred Molina, and Victor Garber. But it wasn't like this, and I'm not overly fond of the play.
I think I know why it wasn't. It was a British director named Matthew Warchus, and I think he did it more like a comedy of manners. This is an out-and-out farce. There's no nonsense about comedy of manners. This is boom, 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 boom. Get in, go and say your stuff. So I think that may be the difference. This is a much more Americanized version of it, I think.
And it works much better. I like the cast, even if James overdid it. Well, most of the time, quite frankly.
And what would you give it, Charlie?
To my surprise, based on my memories of the original production, I'm going to give this 3.5 playbills.
Yeah, I would actually go to 4, and I didn't like it the first time around either. I mean, I kept going, there's no there. It was like watching the white painting the first time, I think. But this time I really got a sense of who these guys were. Even Corden, who sweat too much, I got a very good sense of who he was.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You understood his character, even if you weren't moved by it.
Right.
And that is our show for today. When you go to the theater, look for Leslie and me, us too.
On the Aisle.
What is art?
It's a play coming to Broadway this fall.
But what is art?
No, really, Neil Patrick Harris. It's a Broadway play starring you, Bobby Cannavale, and me, James Corden.
Right, but what is art?
Am I speaking French here?